Bentar. Kita kasih lagu dulu. Oke, lanjut.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from group 3. We'll present the history of guerrilla war. My name is Julian.
My name is Randy Mariani.
My name is Mas Hanif.
My name is Saimah Haja Punyawati. My name is Awalia Nurkulia. My name is Sarawat.
Guerrilla war. Guerrilla war is a translation from Spanish. Guerrilla, which literally means bitter war. Guerrilla warfare is a war that is conducted in clandestine, full-speed sabotage, and usually in small groups, but it's very focused and effective. The guerrilla war was led by the great commander General Sudirman. Guerrilla war broke out in Yogyakarta during the Dutch military aggression in 1948. Guerrilla warfare was carried out because Dutch troops carried out the second military attack by carrying out attack from the air, sea, and took out the archipelago. The goal is to control the archipelago again.
Bangsa Indonesia pernah menjalani perang gerilya pada masa pertahanan kemerdekaan setelah proklamasi 17 Agustus 1945. Perang gerilya adalah perang yang dilakukan secara sembunyi-sembunyi, berpindah-pindah dan penuh kecepatan. Gerilya merupakan salah satu strategi perang dalam perjuangan para pejuang dalam rangka merebut dan mempertahankan kemerdekaan Indonesia. Asian people has been through guerrilla warfare during the period of defending independence after the proclamation August 17, 1945. Guerrilla war was a war carried out in secret, moving and full of speed. Guerrilla is one of the war strategies in the struggle of the fighter in order to seize and defend the independence of the Indonesian nation.
Perang gerilya dipimpin oleh Panglima Besar Jenderal Sudirman. Perang gerilya terjadi di Yogyakarta saat agresi militer Belanda II pada tahun 1948. Pada waktu itu, Yogyakarta menjadi ibu kota Indonesia setelah Jakarta dikuasai oleh Belanda. Belanda kembali masuk ke Indonesia, terutama di Pulau Jawa pada tanggal 14 Desember 1948. The guerrilla war was led by the great commander General Sudirman. Guerrilla warfare took place in Yogyakarta during the second Dutch military aggression in 1948. At the time, Yogyakarta became the capital of Indonesia after Jakarta was controlled by the Dutch. The Dutch returned to Indonesia, especially on the island of Java on December 14, 1948. Tangan Belanda untuk melumpuhkan dan menghancurkan semangat militer Indonesia. Berbagai serangan dilakukan oleh pasukan Belanda. Di Yogyakarta, serangan dilancarkan di Pangkalan Udara Maguwo, kemudian berlanjut lewat serangan darat. Pada 19 Desember 1948, Yogyakarta mampu dilumpuhkan dan dikuasai pasukan Belanda. The arrival of the Dutch was to paralyze and destroy the morale of the Indonesian military. Various attacks were carried out by Dutch troops. In Yogyakarta, the attacks was launched at Maguwo Air Base, continued by ground attack. On December 19, 1948, Yogyakarta was able to be paralyzed and controlled by Dutch troops.
22 Desember 1948, Jenderal Sudirman meninggalkan Yogyakarta untuk gerilya. Selama gerilya, Jenderal Sudirman dan pasukan berjalan untuk berpindah-pindah tempat. Mereka berjalan cukup jauh dengan menyeberangi sungai, gunung, lembah, dan hutan. 22 December 1948, Jenderal Sudirman left Yogyakarta for guerrillas. During the guerrillas, General Sudirman and his troop walked to move place. They walked quite a distance by crossing rivers, mountains, valleys, and forests.
Para pejuang juga melakukan penyerangan ke pos-pos yang dijaga Belanda atau saat konvoi. Gerilya yang dilakukan pasukan Indonesia merupakan strategi perang untuk memecahkan konsentrasi pasukan Belanda. Kondisi itu membuat pasukan Belanda kewalahan. Agresi militer Belanda II membuat situasi Yogyakarta sangat tidak kondusif. Sri Sultan Hamengkubuwono IX sebagai Raja Keraton Yogyakarta Hadiningrat mengirimkan surat kepada Jenderal Sudirman untuk meminta izin diadakan serangan. The fighter also carried or attacked on Dutch guarded posts during out convoy. Guerrilla by Indonesian troops was a war strategy to break up the concentration of Dutch troops. This condition overwhelmed the Dutch troops. The Dutch military aggression too made the situation in Yogyakarta very uncomfortable. Sri Sultan Hamengkubuwono IX, as the King of the Yogyakarta Hadiningrat pledge, sent a letter to General Sudirman asking for permission to carry out the attack.
Setelah perencanaan yang matang, 1 Maret 1949 pagi hari, serangan benar-benar yang serentak dilakukan di seluruh wilayah Indonesia. Fokus utama penyerangan di ibu kota Indonesia, Yogyakarta. Pagi hari sekitar pukul 6 pagi waktu Indonesia Barat, sewaktu sirine dibunyikan, serangan dilakukan di segala penjuru kota. Pasukan Indonesia berhasil menguasai kota Yogyakarta selama 6 jam. Serangan yang terjadi pada 1 Maret akhirnya didirikan Monumen Serangan Umum 1 Maret. Monumen itu merupakan salah satu landmark dan cagar budaya kota Yogyakarta. Monumen itu juga untuk mengingatkan tentang sejarah perjuangan bangsa Indonesia melawan penjajah. Careful planning on the morning of March 1, 1949 massive attacks were simultaneously carried out throughout Indonesia. The main focus of the attack was in the capital city of Indonesia, Yogyakarta. In the morning at around 6 o'clock Western Indonesian time, when the siren sound, the attack were carried out in all corners of the city. Indonesian troops managed to control the city of Yogyakarta for 6 hours. The attacks that took place on March 1 finally erected the March 1 General Attack Monument. The monument is one of the landmarks and cultural heart of Yogyakarta city. The monument is also to remind about the history of the struggle of Indonesian national against the colonials.